Welcome to today's Farm Life. I'm Doug Kennedy. We're at the Davison County 4-H grounds here in Mitchell for the annual Winter Beef Show. Livestock comes from all over the area to compete for prizes and recognition here at the Beef Show. Had a chance to catch up with Extension Agent Caroline Hanson. She tells us a little bit about the challenges they faced for last year's show and what's on tap for this year's Winter Beef Show. Last year it was challenging.
It was, yeah. We had to make some changes for this show in particular. We put some safety measures in place and kind of tried to space people out and things like that. But we actually had a very successful show here last year as well, even with COVID.
How about this year? What's on tap this year? Iowa, Minnesota, a lot of people coming.
Yeah. I mean, we have people come from all over the place. Sometimes Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, obviously a lot from South Dakota as well. They come from kind of all over to jackpot their cattle and show them off. And so we're glad to have them here.
Okay, now what's on tap? Prizes, recognition, what?
Yeah, so they compete for the top 5 overall, and so they have a champion in the heifer division as well as the market, and a lot of them are here to compete for showmanship. Really, I mean that's kind of the big prize for a lot of them, because it doesn't matter how good your animal is; it's how good you do in that competition, and so it's a fun one for them to compete in. And so we pick a top 5 in our beginner division, our junior, and as well as our senior division.
How about, is this just a warm-up, is this a practice, or is this the show?
This is a show, so they are competing for prizes and cash, and it's not the first one of the year. There's been quite a few around the area and across the state, and a lot of them, these calves are young, and so they're getting them ready, and they'll be showing them this summer yet too. So these are kind of, in a way, it's a warm-up for the summertime, getting them broke and getting them used to things, but they're competing for real prizes and real money today.
That is Caroline Hanson, the extension agent here in Davison County. Now I had a chance to walk around the yard and catch up with one of the youngsters outside, Georgia Holm from Chandler, Minnesota. Got a lot of spirit for a 10-year-old. First of all, how long you been doing this, Georgia?
Since I was 6.
Okay. What do you find most exciting about doing something like this? Is it challenging or is it exciting?
It's fun.
Fun? Okay. It's got to be more than just fun, huh? It's got to be hard work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're from over in Minnesota. Do you raise a lot of steers, heifers? What's your favorite?
Well, I show heifers because then I can keep them.
Okay. Now you come all the way over here. Is this the first time you've been to this show?
No, I've been here for 4 years.
Okay. How did you do in the other 2 or 3 years?
I usually won my class, and then I got reserve champion, and then another reserve champion and stuff.
Now, do you get to do all of the chores and things? Do you get to do all of the taking care of them year round, or you just step right in and do the show stuff?
Well, I help my dad feed the horses and do all the chores around the farm.
Wow, good for you. Good for you. Like you take extra special care of your heifers?
Yeah, I usually try to wash them 3 to 4 times a week.
Wow. How about names? Heifers got to have names, and they got to look good. They got to have pretty names, right?
So my breeding heifer is Lacey, and my market heifer is Libby, and then my brother's show heifer is Layla.
Wow. Lizzie, Libby, and Layla?
Libby, Layla, and Lacey.
I like that. Now, what grade are you in?
4th.
4th grade. So you're what, 10 years old? 11, 12?
10.
10. You're 10 years old, so you're giving it a run. Well, good luck with today's show. And which one are you showing today?
Libby and Lacey.
Libby and Lacey. Well, good luck to you and Libby and Lacey, Georgia. Thank you very much for taking some time out. Good luck.
Thank you.
A lot of spirit for a 10-year-old, Georgia Holm from Chandler, Minnesota. Then we moved across to the other side of the yard, and we had a chance to talk with Austin Rose from Chamberlain, South Dakota. He's into the showmanship stuff. Austin, first of all, how old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
Okay. Now, how long you been showing cattle?
I've been showing cattle for about 5 years now.
And you show heifers, steers, what?
Just heifers.
Just heifers? You go to a lot of shows, or is this
Quite a bit, actually.
How do you do?
Pretty decent. 5th, 4th, maybe 2nd, 3rd.
Shooting for first today, right?
Yeah.
Now, is this a showmanship, or tell me a little bit about the competition that you're in?
I usually do showmanship and all the other, like just the cattle show and showmanship. But my favorite part is showmanship because that's usually what I do the best in.
How about what's it take to be in the showmanship? I mean, what do you have to watch? If I were sitting in the audience, what would I be watching for?
You'd be watching for the person. It's more about the person, not the cow in showmanship. You really just have to get your heifer set up, look at the judge, and make the judge think you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing?
Yes.
Well, good for you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Competition runs thick here at the Davison County 4-H grounds this time of the year for the Davison County Winter Beef Show. Remember, feel good about what you do today because what you do today is very important. Until next time, for today's Farm Life, I'm Doug Cunningham.